In this video, we will investigate the decimation feature within NDT CARE version 3.0. I will start by opening a file. I will utilize the 32mm RopeX ASCII file. Select the file and hit Open. So first, I will do no decimation as a comparison baseline. I will display the LMA LF charts and select 5 meters per tab in a forward direction, and will utilize the default axis settings. Now I will reopen the same file. This time I will decimate by a factor of 16. Notice when I'm using decimation, a log entry will appear to show how much I have decimated, in this case by a factor of 16. Notice when I did not select a decimation, right after the file opened, the next log entry was displaying the charts. In other words, we do not display a log file if you choose not to decimate. I will then display the LMA LF charts, enter 5 meters per tab in a forward direction, and again utilize the default axis settings. So in this chart, notice that the title has included the decimation factor, in this case of 16. I'm going to the -1 to 4 meter. Notice I have this plus figure here, which will allow me to zoom in. I select it, wait for the cursor to change to a plus, and I will look from roughly 0 to 1 and do a little zoom here. Notice for the decimated function, you can see this little staircase effect that shows the points in resolution. I will now go back to my original non-decimated, remember, because there's nothing in the title that talks about decimation. Go back to the -1 to 4 setting, select my zoom feature, go back to roughly 0 to 1 as I did on the previous one. Notice the staircase effect is much harder to see. In other words, we have a smoother signal. So I will toggle back and forth. Here is the staircase effect with the decimation. Here it is with the original with no decimation. So I will scroll back and forth a few times just so you can see that. So the purpose of the decimation is that we are using less data. So for very long ropes and for very large files in the hundreds of megabytes, I highly recommend utilizing the decimation. There's minimal loss of information, as can be seen from the overview charts. So I'll scroll back and forth. Here it is with no decimation, and again, if you look at the title, you'll see now decimation by a factor of 16. The charts are nearly identical from the overview perspective, whether I have the decimation or not, but I'm utilizing much less data. That concludes this video showing the decimation feature within NDT CARE version 3.0.